Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to Bigfork basketball here, BFSDM's events down here in Hamilton, Montana, as the Vikings get ready to take on the Bronx of Hamilton. Hamilton is 5-0 on the season. The Vikings are 2-3, 1-0 in conference, and should be a good battle here tonight. Come on a little bit late. JV just got wrapped up, and I'll get to those as well in those ball games. So I'll get you the scores from that as well. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and Vows here from Hamilton. It should be good non-conference Western A battle between these two teams tonight here in Hamilton. Bringing you all the action. Valkyries will be up after this. So a lot of games, basically a triple header down here. They had the girls freshman or C squad and JV playing the other gym, and JV just finished up here along with C squad. So we're getting ready to go here in Hamilton. Place last time I was here was divisionals a few years back. Right here on the sideline, the Vikings will be in their dark blues with the red and white striping, and I'll get the lettering for you as well. A few kids sick, so I think we're missing one or two for Bigfork tonight. I'll get you your starting lineups here. Did have a chance to talk to the coach pregame. He's a little under the weather as well. So this will be the last two games before in the last two non-conference, if you will, games for the Vikings. That'll wrap up their season. Then they'll get into nothing but conference the rest of the way after the Christmas break here. So they got Hamilton today. They travel to Stevensville on Thursday, and that'll wrap up the game. The games before Christmas here. 406-270-7384. And Jeremy Weber, yep, I had a good trip down here, ready for this ball game here in Hamilton. Usually I have Matt Pravecchio. He was over at the other school, middle school, watching the girls, so he's not here yet. So pregame brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork athletics since 1945. So, Hamilton really good on the season, obviously opening up 5-0. They were at the tournament there in Frenchtown, and I'm not sure who they played over there, but obviously they're unbeaten on the season. Bigfork really 2-3 on the season, won that last game against Dawson County to go 2-3 and also beat Polson, but played well in those other games. Just got to cut down on the turnovers. I think that's really the Achilles heel for the Vikes tonight. See, I'll take a short time out here from Hamilton as the Vikings get ready to take on the Bronx, and I'll be back with your starting lineups here from Hamilton, Montana. All right, welcome back to Hamilton, Montana. A couple minutes before tip-off here between the Vikes and the Bronx here in this first game of a doubleheader. Actually, 6 games today here between the two teams. And take a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Hanson Excavating. Demolition and site preparation, excavating, grading, and business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051 or hansonexcavating.com. First of all, the starters, they're in their white with maroon numbers and maroon striping. And take a look at a 6-foot senior wearing number 0, Captain Cole Dickmore, or Dickie Moore, I would say. 6'1" senior, Captain number 3, Jackson Jessup. Kanan Magnus, a 6'3" sophomore, wearing number 14. At 6'4", a senior, number 21, Tristan Corner. And then finally a 6'3" junior, number 23, Tyler Jett. And head coach Travis Bloom, assisted by Bryce Carver, Ron Maiden, Ross Duell, and Tanner Golagowski. For the Vikings tonight, some players are down, out sick. I'm not sure which ones, but he'll start a 5'11" senior guard, number 0, Wyatt Johnson. At forward, 6'2" senior, number 5, Elijah Thornis. One of the captains, a 6-foot senior guard, number 10, Jack Jensen. The other captain is a 5'10" point guard, senior, number 22, Colin Wade. And finally, rounding out the starting lineup at guard, sophomore, 6 foot even, number 25, Asher Economic. Head coach John Hollow, assisted by Adam Jort and Brandon Pizzola. Earlier in C Squad, it was the Vikings 40-26 over Hamilton. And just wrapping up JV action, Vikings held on with that one, 41-40, and an exciting ball game here in JV action. Get ready to do probably the anthem and presentations of the flag, so I will stand. You can stay right here and listen to the anthem as we get underway. Here from Hamilton, it's the Vikings taking on the Bronx. Bronx again 5-0, and the Vikes 2-3. 406-270-7384. Let me know that you're listening out there. Text me and let me know. Okay. We'll get ready to presentation of the flags and all right, welcome back to Hamilton. About ready to get underway here And they're going to introduce the starters, and we'll get things underway from Hamilton, Montana. It's the Vikings taking on the Bronx here. No, Jeremy. I let the Hamilton High School pep band playing the anthem. They did a really good job. That was nice. So on that presentation of the colors by their cheerleaders as well. So we're getting ready things to roll here. All right. That's the Vikings introduction. Now do the introduction for the Hamilton Bronx. So Dickamore, Cole Dickamore. And that wraps up the starting line for the Bronx. Yeah, Greg Travis is also the head coach for the Bronx. And great host here. They actually got us on sideline. The broadcaster for Hamilton's table right next to me, CJ Johnson, going to throw it up here. We're about ready to get underway. Tip-off brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. It's Thornus going up against corner. Hamilton wins the toss. Across the timeline, they'll kick it over to Magnus. Magnus, man-to-man defense by the Vikes. Jessup with the basketball. They'll give it up to Jetty. Long three on the way for the right side, off the rim, no good. Missed there by 21, corner. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen gets it up to Wade, quickly up. Asher Kanopik, right side. He's going to drive inside, top of the key. Trying to put up, under, off the glass. Misses it. Rebounded there by number 14, Magnus. For Hamilton, across the timeline. Quickly, throws it in the corner. Just Dickamore looking outside. Long three on the way. Top of the key, missed there by Dickamore. Excuse me, that was Jessup to Dickamore. Goes out of play off Bigfork. It'll remain Hamilton basketball here as we're just underway. 7:18 to go, no score here on your Flathead or Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And to Dickamore. Dickamore will give it up to Magnus. Magnus, top of the key, over the right side. He'll give it up to Jessup. Jessup looking for Jetty. Jetty over. He'll give it up to corner. Jetty up and under with the right hand. Off the glass for two. On the left side. Colin Wade quickly up. Asher Kanoplik looking underneath. Gives it out to Jensen. Jensen top of the key for the top of the key for the Vikes, excuse me. Thornus drives in. Johnson able to corral it. Gives it out to Asher Kanopik looking to drive. Kanopik's going to get fouled. He'll be fouled by number 23, Tyler Jetty, I believe. That's the first team foul. And they'll say Asher was trying to pass, so underneath. Kanopik will get it into Wade. Back to Kanopik baseline. He's going to get grabbed. And that's going to be the second personal on Tyler Jetty. Here early with 6:35 to go. Second team foul. And number 5, Lucas Lant in the ballgame for the Bronx with 6:35 to go. 2-0 Bronx lead. Into Thornus. Thornus top of the key. Out. Colin Wade thought about the three. Going to drive in. Gives it up to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson on the drive. Up. Thought about it. Up under. Throws it up high. Off the backboard. Misses it. Wade gets a rebound on the left side. Back out to Jensen. Jensen looking to drive. Kicks it. Asher Kanopik right to the glass. Off the rim. Misses it. And quickly up the court. Dickamore with the basketball. Underneath, they'll feed it to Corner. Corner looking to drive. Left hand up, under. Thornus right there. He'll get whistled for the foul. So up and down action. Elijah Thornus sets his first team foul on the Vikes. At the line, number 21, Tristan Corner shooting 2 for the Bronx. Shot up, makes the first one. He'll get one more. With 6:05 to go, 3-0 Hamilton leaves here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Just underway here in this ball game. Second shot on the way is good. Jensen will get it into Wade. Wade will quickly bring it up the court across the timeline. Wade looking to drive, gets it over to Asher Kanopik. Down to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson in the right corner looking. Knocked away by Hamilton. Johnson gets on the ground, grabs it. It'll be a held ball. The arrow points towards Bigfork. Into Wade. They leave 17 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Jensen. Gives it out to Asher Kanopik, back to Colin Wade. Wade loses it out of bounds underneath. It'll be a turnover by the Vikes. And Hamilton basketball with 5:39 to go. 4-0 here on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Bronx lead the Vikes. Magnus will give it up to Dickamore. Dickamore backdoor, feeds it up and under. Number 5 on the shot, misses it. Rebounded by Hamilton, getting all of them underneath. Fed to Corner. Corner misses the bunny. Bigfork with the basketball. Wade loses it. He's tried to hit Johnson. Quickly up, driving. Off the glass, Magnus scores, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's the first person on Jensen. And the second team foul on the Vikes at the line. Shooting the N one, number 14, Kaden Magnus. 7-0 here. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Wade with the basketball. Going to go to the right side looking. Hands off to Asher Kanopik. Over to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking. Jensen on the left side for Bigfork. Back out to Johnson. Johnson top of the key. Looking to drive. Johnson up, under. Kicks it out. Thornus. Jumper from the free throw line. A little bit too hard. Rebounded there by Magnus. Quickly up. Magnus up the court. Looking to drive on Jensen. Off the glass. The left hand misses it. Rebounded by Jensen for Bigfork. Wade. Asher Kanopik over on the right side. Looking to drive. Kicks it out. Jensen. Pull up jumper by Jensen. No good. Rebounded there by Corner. Quickly up to Dickamore. Dickamore looking to drive. Wade all over him. Dickamore scores the bucket with the left hand. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot the end one for the Bronx. Fouls on Wade, his first, third team foul. Austin Savick, number 15, checks in for the Vikes. Number 33, Jesse Villigan in for the Bronx. Short free throw missed, rebounded there by Johnson. 4:21 to go, 9-0 Bronx lead here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Johnson over to Asher Kanopik. Asher looking to drive, stolen away by Dickamore. Dickamore left side going to pull up for a three. It's good from the left side, and the Vikes will take a timeout as a 12-0 here early on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Looks like Hamilton's a full timeout here, and I'll take a full timeout here from Hamilton, Montana. All right, we're back here in Hamilton. Vikings trail early, 12-0 here. Just can't get anything to fall, and Hamilton seems like everything they put up is going down. Asher Kanopik in the front court. He'll hand off to Johnson. Johnson looking out to Porvecchio, who's in the ballgame. Dillon checked in. Tries to feed it. Porvecchio off his hands, lost, out of bounds. By number 14, Magnus. Ball rolls to me, so I had to pick it up, throw it back in. The official, Jensen, to inbound for Bigfork. Back to Jensen from Thornus, over to Asher Kanopik. Eli Thornus looking to drive, out to Austin Savick. Savick looking to hit Kanopik. Kanopik cut, and another turnover by Bigfork. Magnus. Dickamore the basketball. Long three by Dickamore. About 5 feet behind the arc. Drains it for three. Quickly up Jensen. Jensen right side for the Vikes. And a personal foul is going to be called on Hamilton. That'll be their third team foul. On number 21, Tristan Corner. That's his first. Number 3, Jessup back in. On the drive, Bigfork. Dylan Porvecchio off the glass, misses it. Rebounded by Dickamore. Or checked at number 5, Lucas Lamp back in. Knocked out of bounds by Bigfork by Jack Jensen on the far side. 3:04 to go here in the first. Vikes trail 15-0 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Out to Dickamore. Dickamore will quickly get it over to Villigan. Villigan to Jessup. Jessup on the drive. And Jessup will go to the free throw line to shoot two. That's the second personal on Elijah Thornus. 14th foul. And Jessup at the line to shoot two for the Bronx. .258 to go. And Jessup with one more. The officials talking with Coach Hollow. They didn't think that one was on Thornus. But he has two. Quickly up, Jensen on the right side for Bigfork in the front court. They getting some good looks but haven't made a shot yet. Austin Savick with the basketball. Eli Thornus, top of the key for Bigfork. Looking for somebody. Pressure defense put on by the Bronx. Over to Austin Savick. Jensen looking, pulls up, in and out, no good. Can't get the ball to fall. Jensen usually makes those. Number 14 with the basketball. That's Magnus. Long shot by Dickamore, misses it. Asher Kanopik went down hard, finally gets up. Savick stolen away, knocked away by Hamilton. Over to Magnus. Magnus will get him to Dickamore. Dickamore long three on the way is good. I believe that 3 threes for Dickamore already. 20-0 here early. And Thornus is going to get fouled by number 3, Jackson Jessup. Colin Wade, Wyatt Johnson back in the line for Asher Kanopik and Dylan Porvecchio. Here with 1:56 to go here in the first. Jensen, backdoor, Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking underneath. He had Austin Savick. Savick trying to go up and going to get for an illegal dribble. And number 21, Tristan Corner back in. They'll come in for Jessup. Jessup. 14 fouls apiece. On the drive, number 14, all the way to the bucket goes Kanan Magnus. Colin Wade quickly up. Wyatt Johnson right side. in the front court. Underneath looking for Thornus. Johnson going to drive. Over to Jensen. Jensen right wing for Bigfork. Top of the key, Colin Wade. 3-point shot by Wade on the way off the back of the rim. Rebounded and grabbed there by Milligan. Quickly up. He'll get it to Magnus. Magnus, left side, looking to drive. Spin move. Up. Kicks it out. Dickamore going to drive baseline. Kicks it out. Nice pass inside to corner. And looks like the Vikes got run over here so far. 24-0, 105 to go here in the first. Getting a lot of good shots. And just not getting anything to fall. A full timeout. We'll take a timeout here from Hamilton. Well, we're back in Hamilton. Vikings need to get on the scoreboard here. They're trailing 24-0 here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Wade gets it from Jensen, and Wade will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Savick. Savick looking for Johnson, backdoor. Johnson off the glass for two, and a nice feed from Savick with the assist. So Vikings finally on the scoreboard. Dickamore way out there. As Jeremy Weber says, when did Steph Curry transfer to Hamilton? I'm telling you, folks, he's shooting them from 5-8 feet behind the arc. And Dickamore will go out of the ball game. And number 3, Jackson Jessup, back in the lineup for Hamilton. Wade with the basketball, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Thornus looking, knocked away by Hamilton. Colin Wade picks it up. Wade off his foot. Johnson grabs it. Johnson out to Wade. Top of the key, Thornus. Austin Savick looking to drive. Up. Got to get rid of it out to Jensen. In the corner, Thornus. Left side, Austin Savick. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Savick looking. Backdoor, Thornus. Knocked away. It's stolen by Corner. Corner up the right side for Hamilton. Across. Knocked away. Wade quickly with the steal up the left side. Going to drive in. Around the back. Gives it to Jensen. Knocked away. Corner grabs it. Long shot on the way off the rim. No good. Well, after one, like to flush that one, put that one out of your mind. It is Hamilton 24, Bigfork 2. And Bigfork getting some shots, just not getting the fall. It seems like Hamilton, everything they put up is going down. We'll be back after this timeout with the second quarter. Conclusion of the first half here from Hamilton, Montana, as the Vikings trail 24-2 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. All right, we're back with the second quarter. The arrow points towards for the Bronx. Same starting lineup for Bigfork, looks like. Except number 33, Jack Lucky checking the ball game. You have Jensen, Lucky, Thornus, Kanopic, and Johnson in for Bigfork. Give it over to Jetty. Back out to underneath. Nice pass. Feeding underneath as Jessup cuts back door for Hamilton. Into Asher Kanopic. No Cole Kanopic. He's out sick tonight. Thornus with the basketball, left side. Thornus going to drive in, up, under. Does that Euro step. Guys in the end saying it's traveling. That's the Euro step, so no traveling there, but knocked out of bounds by Hamilton. Thornus gets it into Knappich. Knappich back to Thornus. Thornus looking, powers up. Blocked by Hamilton. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Into Lucky. Lucky's tip in, no good. Rebounded by Hamilton. Up the right side. 14, Magnus with the basketball. They give it out. In the fourth corner, three-point shot on the way by Hamilton. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Corner. Corner kicks it out. 33, Villigan misses it, and a foul is going to be called. Foul's on number 21, Tristan Corner. That's his second, first team foul. Number 0, Cole Dickamore will come back in for Hamilton. Knappich with the basketball. Over to Jensen. Jensen right corner to Lucky. Lucky looking underneath. Out to Knappich. Knappich right wing looking to drive in. Up, under. Knappich with the left hand. Scores it. And quickly up the Bronx. Horner. They'll give it out to Jessup. Jessup looking far side to Magnus. Magnus three. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen give it up to Knappich. Knappich quickly up to Thornus. Thornus right side. Top of the key. Over to Lucky. Lucky baseline for Bigfork. Out to Asher Knappich. Going to try to drive in. Out to Wyatt Johnson. Up, under, off the glass. Johnson scores on the drive. Over to Jetty. Jetty with the basketball for Hamilton. Gets it over to Jessup. Baseline, corner. Out to Dickamore. Back to Jetty. Dickamore, baseline. Magnus underneath. Throws it away, intended for Jetty. It'll be a turnover by Hamilton and Bigfork basketball. It's 5:58 to go. 26-6 here on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Asher Knappich in the front court for the Bronx. Knappich looking backdoor. Oh, had Jensen knocked away. Lucky comes up with it, gives it over to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing, or left wing, excuse me. Looking to set it up. Johnson looking to drive in. Gets to the corner, Lucky. Kick it out to Asher Knappich. Long three by Knappich. Oh, just won't fall down, in and out. Rebounded there by Jessup. Jessup over to Dickamore. Dickamore three-point shot on the way. Misses it. Rebounded by Corner. Corner puts it off the glass with the left hand for two. Quickly up. Eli Thornus. Asher Knappich baseline for Bigfork. Right side, spin move. Asher looking. Wyatt Johnson cut back door. Off the glass. Nice bounce pass by Knappich to Johnson to score the bucket. Jetty with the basketball. Get it over to Dickamore. Back to Jetty. He'll kick it out to Magnus. Magnus on the left side. Top of the key. Magnus driving baseline. Up and under. Lays it in for two. Quickly up. Eli Thornus right side looking to drive in. Thornus with a floater is good by Eli Thornus. Quickly up, Magnus. He'll get it over to Dickamore. Back to Magnus. Over the far side to Jetty. Jetty down to Corner. Corner trapped underneath. Nice bounce pass to Magnus. Off the glass. He scores for two. And Bigfork will take a 30-second timeout. Here, and I'll stay right here. So 32-10. Hamilton's got a good team. They can shoot inside and shoot outside. I'll tell you that. Bigfork, I don't think, was ready for them today. But they'll be battling her out. Got a lot of game left. 4:14 to go here till halftime. 32-10 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Dylan Pravecchio back in the ball game for Bigfork. So you got Johnson, Pervecchio, Wade, Jensen, and Austin Savick in for the Vikes. You got Dickamore, Jessup, Lant, Magnus, and Jetty in for Hamilton. Wyatt Johnson with the basketball, looking out to Dylan Pervecchio. Dylan on the right side. Jensen, top of the key, gives it over to Austin Savick. Savick looking out to Jensen. 3-point shot from the left side, too strong by Jensen. Rebound by Dickamore. Dickamore quickly up. He'll give it over to Magnus. Back to Jetty. Jetty top of the key. Jetty over to Dickamore. Back to Jetty. Or check that. Magnus with the basketball at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense by the Vikes. In the corner to Magnus. Magnus looking to drive baseline. Cut off by Austin Savick. 3-point shot is good by Tyler Jetty from the left side. Wade quickly up. He'll go drive to the left side. Out to Jensen. Jensen top of the key for the Vikes. Over to Austin Savick on the right wing. Out to Wade. Wade top of the key. Looking underneath. Wade looking. Gets it over to Pervecchio. Back to Wade. Off the glass. No good. Fouls on the floor. So no shots for Colin Wade. Personals on Cole Dickamore. His second team foul, Johnson back in for Jensen. Quickly in, Thornus. Thornus back out to Wade. Wade looking to drive. Tried up, under. And grabbed his arm so he can't shoot. They're going to call it on the ground. Check that. Asher Kanapic back in the lineup for Bigfork. He'll replace Wyatt Johnson into Dylan Pervecchio. Pervecchio out to Wade. Wade looking to drive baseline. Up. He's going to get grabbed again. Lant with a foul. That's his first personal. Third team foul on Hamilton. Into Wade. Wade underneath. He'll give it up. Eli Thornus up. Asher Kanabe grabs the rebound off to the block and puts it up for two. Into Magnus. He'll give it up to Jetty. Jetty looking for Magnus in the right corner. Magnus out to Jetty. Thought about the three. He'll give it over to Jessup underneath. Lamp misses it. Rebounded by Savick. Nice defense by Savick. Quickly, Wade over to Savick, right wing. Looking underneath is Savick. Savick going to drive. Turnaround jumper by Austin Savick. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded there by Lucas Lant. He'll give it over to Magnus. Magnus across the timeline. Top of the key. He'll kick it out to Jessup. Jessup, long three. Off the rim, no good. Thornus with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go. 35-12 here on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. In the corner, Austin Savick. On the right wing. Out to Asher Kanapic. Kanapic looking to drive in. Out to Savick. Savick. Floaters. Good by Austin Savick as it drives to the lane for the Vikes. Magnus with the basketball. Across the timeline. Going to go in. And let's say it'd be on the floor. That's the first personal on Asher Kanapic. First team foul. Wyatt Johnson will come in for Dylan Pervecchio. Number 11. Landon Wetzel. And 33, Jesse Dilligan back in. Dickamore, pull-up jumper, knocked away. Grabbed by Johnson, back to Asher Kanapic. Initially, Asher knocked it away, and Johnson able to save it from going out of bounds. Johnson on the left wing for Bigfork. Can't slow down, got to move it basketball. They put pressure on. Gives it over to Austin Savick, left side. Oh. Threw it to Asher, right to Jetty. Jetty trying to go up for the dunk. Savick breaks it up. Tries to block it. That'll be the first personal on Savick. Second team foul. At the line to shoot two. Number 23, Tyler Jetty for the Bronx. First shot is up and good. He'll get one more. Number 21, Tristan Corner, back in for Hamilton. And one more for Jetty at the line for the Bronx. Shot up. Makes it. Substitution. Magnus will come in for Jetty. Here with 1:01 to go here in the first half. 37-14 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Vikes trail as Jack Jensen will come back in. He'll replace Austin Savick for the Vikes. Wade with the basketball, looking to drive. Looking back door. Finds Jensen. Jensen off the glass. Scores the bucket. A nice pass by Colin Wade. Dickamore quickly up. He'll give it over to Magnus. Magnus, far side. Shot up. Missed by Hamilton. Grabbed. Loose ball by Kanopic. He'll give it over to Wade. Wade will drive to the right side. Look underneath. Had Eli Thornus. And Thornus trying to get position. Ball goes out of bounds to Hamilton. 28.5, 26 seconds. Or check the shot clock will go off here with 28 and a half seconds to go in the first half. Magnus across the timeline. He'll give it up to Dickamore. Dickamore back to Magnus. Timeout taken by Hamilton. A 30-second timeout taken by the Bronx. 37-16 here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Left here in the first half from Hamilton, Montana. As the Vikes are trying to fight back in this one after a slow start in the first quarter. So Thornus, Johnson, Wade, Jensen, and Kanopic back on the floor for Bigfork with 14 seconds to go here in the first half. And it's Hamilton basketball. Here on the near side, right by the sideline, just in front of me. He'll get it into Magnus. Magnus with the basketball. Looking to hold for one with 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Magnus, long three. Top of the key. Misses it. And Corner gets the rebound, puts it back up with the left hand. Misses it, but gets fouled, and he'll shoot two free throws. Elijah Thornus with his third team foul at the line. Number 21, Tristan Corner to shoot two. 2.5 to go. Dylan Pravecchia will come in for Thornus so he doesn't pick up an errant fourth foul. And Corner will get one more for the Bronx. The lefty, a senior, up and in. Jensen quickly, Kanopic looking. Half-court shot would count if it goes. Oh, off the back of the rim, nearly makes it. Just missing that. And just a little bit strong by Asher Kanopic, but got it off here at half-court. Well, your halftime score, 38-16. The Bronx lead the Vikes here at halftime on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. I'll be back with your halftime stats here from Hamilton, Montana. Well, welcome back here to Hamilton, Montana. The Vikes trail by 22, 38-16 here in halftime, brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. For all your grocery needs, it includes an amazing bakery and deli. 8111 Highway 35 at Bigfork, Montana. 837-5010. Marcus and Kelly Bagos, all the folks, fine folks here at Bigfork Harvest Foods. Make sure you say hi. Thanks for sponsoring Bigfork Athletics. And we'll take a look at I got a couple of the scores here on the girls' side. I just found out that the C Squad lost. And I didn't get a score there. But Peyton Benson, his time has expired, stole the ball and made a layup to win 35-33 in JV action over at the middle school here. So a different place where they were playing that, so they get all those games in. But let's focus now back here to this ball game and looking at your halftime stats here from Hamilton. And not a good first quarter, obviously, for Bigfork. Because Hamilton came out ablazing, and I think I don't know if they missed anything at all, in that first part. So we'll take a look at their big, talking to Cole Dickamore, hit 3 threes, had 11. Jackson Jessup had 4, 8, 9 for Magnus, 7 for Corner, and also 7 for Tyler Jetty. So they got out strong, 24 points in the first to 2 for Bigfork, and they scored 14 in the second. So 38 overall for the Vikings. Take a look at Wyatt Johnson with 6. He had the only 2 points in the first quarter. Eli Thornton with 2, Jack Jensen with 2, Austin Sadler with 2, 4 for Asher Kanopik. 2 in the first, 14 in the second, so they matched him in the second quarter, but going down by 22, 24-2 after the first. It wasn't that they weren't getting some good shots, folks. Understand that pressure defense put on by Hamilton, but really it's like I was talking to the Hamilton guy on the other side there, their announcer, and it was like they just had a lid on the basket in the first half. Got some good looks in there, just couldn't get anything to drop. So I hope so. I said, hopefully that lid stays on that basket on that end, because Hamilton has it now, and Bigfork has the other end where everything seemed to fall for Hamilton in the first half. But, without Cole Kanopik tonight, so other guys having to step up, and still, Quinn Herring is, a couple weeks away from playing when he recovers for that injury. So that'll be nice when we get him back. The same thing with Cole. I don't know if we'll have Cole on Thursday or not, but your halftime score, it's 38 for Hamilton, 16 for the Vikes. And the second half to come up here. I'll be back after this timeout in 2 minutes from Hamilton, Montana. It's 38-16, and your halftime brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. All right, welcome back to Hamilton, Montana. Yeah, second half, Rocks with the basketball to kick it off. Same starters for both teams. Yeah, get it into Magnus. Magnus will kick it out to Jessup. Over the corner. He'll give it up to Jetty. Jetty back to Magnus. 3-point shot on the way. This one missed by Dickamore. Quickly up, Wade. Asher Knopick right side underneath to Eli Thornus. Chipped out of bounds by Hamilton. It'll be Bigfork basketball here. With 30 seconds on the shot clock, 7:38 to go here in the third. Wade to trigger the inbound. Looking. Out to Jensen. Jensen will get over to Wyatt Johnson. So Johnson, Jensen, Wade, Thornus, and Knopick in the ballgame. Knopick drives baseline, puts it up, misses it, goes to the ground. Rebounded by the Bronx. Their starting lineup, Dickamore, Jessup, Magnus, Corner, and Jetty in the ballgame. He'll give it up to Dickamore. Dickamore will kick it out to Magnus. Left side, underneath. Nice feed to Corner. Corner misses it. Rebounded there by Wyatt Johnson. Good defense by the Vikes. Wade quickly up. Asher Knopick looking to drive. Wyatt Johnson thought about the three. He'll pull it out and set it up. Looking to drive. Johnson up. Eli Thornus. They're going to call traveling violation on Thornus. So a turnover there by Bigfork. Corner, inbound. He'll inbound to Magnus. Magnus across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Vikes. Corner with the basketball, looking. Guarded by Thornus. We'll kick it out to Magnus. Over to Jetty. Jessup back out to Magnus. Magnus, turnaround jumper off the glass. Spin move by Jetty, misses it. Kicked out. Asher Knopick comes up with it. Top of the key for the Vikes. Knopick. Jensen on the left side. Out to Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson looking. Drive baseline. Tries to get up. Kicks it out. Jensen with the basketball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Backdoor Knopick from Jensen. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Jetty comes up with the basketball. Around the back. Feeds it underneath Corner. A nice feed there by Jetty to Corner. Corner with a layup. Quickly up. Johnson left side. Thought about the three. Kicks it out to Jensen. Jensen back to Johnson. Looking for Wade. Wade cutting through. Over to Thornus. Thornus left side. Left wing. Thornus kicks it out. Wade, 3-point from the left corner is good by Colin Wade. 5:24 to go. 40-19, the Vikes trail. Magnus on the way. Jetty kicks it out. 3-point shot on the way. Right side. In and out. Missed there by Jessup. Held ball. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Hamilton will take a timeout. Austin Savick, Jack Lucky, and Dylan Pravecchia will check in for the Vikes. A 30-second timeout taken by the Bronx here with 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. 40-19, the Bronx lead on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard as the Vikes try to battle back and cut into this lead by Hamilton. So it'll be Bigfork basketball in the backcourt. Thornus to trigger the inbound. Going with a big lineup. Underneath, Asher Knopick, Thornus, Savick, Lucky, and Pravecchio. Over to Savick. Savick right side looking to drive. Backdoor gives it to Thornus. Thornus right wing. Looking out, gives it to Lucky. Jack Lucky looking. Kicks it over. Austin Savick back to Lucky. Lucky loses it. Grabbed by Corner. Corner will give it up to Dickamore. Dickamore thought about the three. Gives it over to Corner in the left side. Jetty going to look to drive baseline. And they're going to call player control foul on Tyler Jetty as he drives in to two. Vikes sitting there. Third personal on Jetty. That'll be the first team foul on Hamilton. Thornus into Knopick. Kanopic with the basketball across the timeline for Bigfork. Kanopic looking to drive, kicks it out. Dylan Pravecchio gives it out. Thornes, three-point shot, top of the key, in and out, no good. Battling for it is Austin Savick. Dylan Pravecchio grabs it, loses it. Magnus comes up with it for Hamilton. And Thornes was set underneath. Tries to pick up the charge. Going to get called for a blocking foul. That is his fourth. First team foul on Bigfork. And Kane and Magnus will go to the line to shoot two. Jensen, Johnson, and Wade at the scorers table to check in for the Vikes. First shot up, no good by Magnus. Savick, Kanopic, and Thornes go out for Bigfork. Off the rim, no good. Wade grabs the rebound. So he misses both of them. Wade up, looking. He's over on the right wing. Looking for Johnson cutting. Kicks it out, Jensen. Jensen left side. Pull-up jumper. Off the rim, no good. Usually makes those. Magnus quickly up the court for Hamilton. He's looking to drive in. Goes in, takes away, stolen away. Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. Looking to get it up. Over to Wade. Wade, top of the key. Man-to-man defense by Hamilton. Wade looking to drive in. Off the glass with the right hand. Scores at the bucket for two. Colin Wade on the drive for the Vikes. They give it in Magnus. Magnus with the basketball. Over to Jessup. Jessup. Stolen away by Bigfork. Knocked away Johnson with the basketball. He's going to get it up to Wade. Over to Jensen. Jensen on the left wing looking underneath. That's Johnson cutting. Wade, top of the key. Looking. Jensen, left corner. Out to Wade. Top of the key, Jack Lucky. Lucky looking. Back to Jensen. Jensen. Back door, Wyatt Johnson up, under. Left hand, scores the bucket for two. Nice move there by Wyatt Johnson. Under 3 minutes to go. 40-23. The Vikes within 17 now here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Underneath. Gives it to Jetty. Wait, Pravecchio battling underneath, grabs the basketball, steals it away, saves it to Colin Wade as he's battling there with 23 Jetty. So Wade with the basketball for the Vikes. Wade, Jensen on the right corner. Jensen looking to drive in, pulls up, jumper over the front of the rim and drops it for two. The Vikes within 15 now, 2:17 to go. Hamilton will take a timeout as the Vikes pull it within 15, 40-25 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And a full timeout taken by Hamilton. Back in the lineup for Bigfork, Austin Savick. Over there. And I'll take a timeout here from Hamilton, Montana, as the Vikes trail 40-25 here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Well, we're back at Hamilton. Vikes cut into the lead. It was 22. It's down to 15. 2:16 to go here in the third. 40-25. It'll be Hamilton basketball here. Dickamore across the timeline. Gives it over to Magnus. Magnus top the key underneath. Feeds it to Jetty. Jetty off the glass. Misses it. And off Bigfork as Savick trying to battle for it. Asher Kanopic back in the lineup as well for Bigfork. Inbound by Hamilton. He'll give it out to Magnus. Magnus going to give it to Jetty. Jetty, top of the key. Dickamore looking to drive. Jensen put pressure on him. Villigan in the ball game. Rebounded by Jetty. Magnus in the corner. Jetty driving baseline. And Johnson doing what Johnson does, sitting underneath and taking the offensive foul as 23, Tyler Jetty drives in. First team foul on Hamilton. Twisted corner back in for Hamilton. That's the fourth personal on Jetty. Second team foul. Asher Kanopik over to Jensen. Jensen top of the key. Jensen looking to drive. Backdoor tipped away by, stolen away. Johnson gets it underneath. Asher Kanopik puts it up, misses it. Corner comes up with a rebound. Over to Magnus. Magnus driving left side. Up. Drives it off. No, too hard. Jensen with the basketball. Quickly up. Stolen by Corner. Underneath. Magnus. Magnus loses it. And a whistle blows. There'll be a foul on Bigfork. Number 10, Jack Jensen. Underneath. Colin Wade will return to the lineup for Bigfork here. And Jack Lucky doing a fine job for the Vikes off the bench will go out. Villigan to inbound for Hamilton. Gets it out to Magnus. Magnus thought about the three. Will kick it over to Villigan. Villigan left side. Dickamore shoots those long three. Drives in. Blocked away by Jensen on the rejection. It'll be Hamilton basketball. 1:06 to go here in the third, 40-25. Hamilton leads on your Flathead Lake Loud scoreboard. Out to Magnus. Magnus looking to drive. Cut off by Kanopik in the corner. And right there, Austin Savick picks up a player control foul on Corner. That's his third personal on 21 Corner. Third or fourth team foul on Hamilton. Wade. Under 50 seconds to go. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Kanopik looking to drive light side. Asher Kanop out. Austin Savick three. Grabbed there by Johnson. Johnson off the glass for two. 40 seconds to go. 34 on the shot clock. Magnus with the basketball. Magnus looking to drive. Going to kick it out. Dickamore. Over to Dickamore. Long three on the way out the rim. No good. Johnson grabs the rebound. Gives it to Wade. Shot clock is off. 24 seconds to go here in the third. Colin Wade up. Off the glass. Misses it. Player control foul, number 22, Colin Wade. That's his second, third team foul on the Vikes. 17 seconds to go here in the third. Vikes within 13 now. Magnus with the basketball. 9 seconds to go. He's going to look to kick it. Magnus, good defense by Asher Kanopik. Pressure as Kanan Magnus hits it at the buzzer. So after three, it is the Hamilton Bronx 42, the Bigfork Vikings 27, as they battle back in this one after being down 24-2 after one. They're within 15 at 42-27 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. I'll take a timeout here from Hamilton as Thornest checks back in the lineup for the Vikes. All right, we're back in Hamilton, 42-27 here after 3. We'll head to the fourth quarter as Hamilton leads by 15. Into Magnus. Magnus will get it over to corner. Corner looking for Dickamore. Dickamore looking back to corner. Corner looking. Kicks it out. Villigan. 3-point shot in the way. Rebound. And Asher Kanopik grabs the rebound over quarter. Wade quickly up. Jensen right side. For the Vikes. Jensen looking to drive. Going to pull up. Jumper off the glass. No good. Misses it. Johnson right there battling for it. Magnus grabs it for Hamilton. He'll take it across the timeline. Magnus on the drive. Asher Kanopik will get called for the personal. That's his second first-team foul. Number 11, Landon Wetzel, will come in the ballgame for Jesse Villigan. Hamilton basketball. He'll inbound to Wetzel, top of the key corner. He'll give it out to Magnus. Magnus, guarded by Kanopik, will give it over to Wetzel. Back out to Dickamore in the corner. Out to Dickamore, over to Lant. Lant skip past Dickamore. Wait for Dickamore to shoot that long 3 again. He had plenty of room. Magnus looking to drive. Magnus, pull-up jumper, knocked away by Bigfork. Colin Wade looking to grab it. Right back into Johnson as Wade gets knocked down on the steal. Asher Kanopik looking to drive. Kanopik in. Off the glass. Scores the bucket. No, they won't count it. They'll say it's on the floor. Lant with the foul. That's his second first-team foul. Number 3, Jackson Jessup back in. Jack Lucky back in for Bigfork. And Dylan Pravecchio into Lucky. Lucky looking. Call a hell ball. It'll be Bigfork basketball with the arrow. Underneath. So Lucky and Pravecchio in the ball game for the Vikes. Down into Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson looking underneath. He's got Asher Kanopik. Gets fouled by Dickamore from behind as Kanopik was posting him up. That's the second one on Dickamore's second team foul. Kanopik to trigger the inbound. Gets it over to Pravecchio. Out to Johnson. Johnson looking. Gets it underneath. To Asher Kanopik looking to drive it up. And got tied up with 2 Bronx and travels. So a turnover by the Vikes. 6:27 to go. Still 42-27 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Magnus with his basketball for Hamilton. Kicks it over. Dickamore, long 3 on the way. In and out, misses it. Johnson quickly pushes it up the floor for the Vikes. Looking to drive in. Johnson off the glass on the fake drive. The stop and go, if you will, and he scores the bucket. Will go to the line to shoot the N1. So Dickamore making him in the first half. Hasn't made one here in the second. That's a foul on number 11. Landon Wetzel, his first 13 foul. At the line is Wyatt Johnson to shoot 2. Number 23, Tyler Jetty back in the lineup for Hamilton. First shot, only and one, is good. Within 12 now, 42-30. Hamilton leads on your JD Detailing scoreboard. And they call Wyatt Johnson with a blocking foul as Jetty tried to drive. That's his first personal. Second team foul on the Vikes. Gets it in. Jessup. Dickamore. Back to Jetty. Jetty looking baseline. Magnus. Magnus looking to drive. Spin move. And Magnus is going to get called for the traveling violation. Thornus will inbound to Kanopik. 5:45 to go. And counting. Kanopik will give it over to Thornus. Back to Kanopic. Johnson backdoor. Thornes up off the glass, misses it. Prevecchio right there. Oh, they're going to call traveling violation on Hamilton as corner comes down with it, travels. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 5:37 to go, 42-30 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Jack Jensen to come in the back of the ball game for Dylan Prevecchio. Dylan doing a nice job off the bench, battling underneath for the rebounds. And Bigfork will take a timeout. A 30-second timeout. Taken by the Vikings. Here, 5:37 to go in the ball game. Vikes down by 22, cut that lead down to 12. So they've done a great job here in the third and fourth quarter. 42-30. The Vikes trail on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Here from Hamilton. So, if anything, the Vikes have learned to battle back in this ball game. And, folks, it's been a pretty physical ball game here. But guys really stepping up. Jack Lucky is back in the ball game for Bigfork, along with Kanopic, Jensen, Johnson, and Thornes. Jensen looking to trigger the inbound, gets it to Thornes. Thornes baseline floater, misses it, shoots it up short. And player control foul on 23, Tyler Jetty. That's his fifth. That's the fifth personal on Jetty, 14th foul. And number 5, Lucas Lant, will come back in for Hamilton. Jensen, they trigger the inbound here on the near side, right in front of me. Jensen looking, gets it into Johnson. Johnson, top of the key for the Vikes. 5:30 to go in the ball game. Johnson looking to drive. Kanopic, right side for Bigfork. Kanopic looking to drive. He's going to go to the free throw line because that's the 15th foul on Hamilton. And that'll I believe is on Dickamore. That's his third. At the line, Asher Kanopic to shoot 2. Yeah, that's the 15th foul on Hamilton here with 5:23 to go. You need to make your free throws down the stretch. Asher's first one is good. And he'll get one more. Dylan Prevecchio getting taped up. Asher's second one is missed. Corner with the basketball. 42-31, the closest the Vikes have been within 11 here. He'll give it over to Corner. Corner to Lant. Lant driving. Stolen away by Jensen as he steps in front of it. Dickamore looking, backdoor. Thornes. Oh! Thornes throws it down as he gets fed right down the middle for the Vikes, going full speed. Just drops it down for Bigfork. And Jensen on this end will get called for the foul. It'll be on the third personal on Jensen, third team foul. Jack Lucky goes back out of the ball. Call away back in for the Vikes. Dickamore to rebound or trigger the inbound. Dickamore out to Corner in the top of the key. Johnson playing man-to-man defense. So the Vikes within 9 now here. Cut to single digits. Dickamore will kick it over to Villigan, who's in the ball game now for Hamilton. Over to Magnus. Magnus thought about the long three. Driving. And a block be called on Asher Kanopic. That's the third personal on Asher Kanopic. 14 foul at the line. Kanan Magnus to shoot 2 for Hamilton with 4:37 to go. Shot up and good He'll get one more. So the Vikes battling back, pulls within 9 single digits here in Hamilton. Thornus was just flying down the lane, wide open. Misses the second free throw. Villigan puts it back up, but Jensen grabs the rebound. Wade. I'm not sure what that was. Warning on the coach, I think, for Bigfork. Johnson will inbound to Wade. Wade over to Konopik. Konopik right side looking. Johnson out to Konopik. Johnson right side Konopik looking to drive. Someone's got to shoot a shot. Back out to Wade. Thornus on the left side. Wade. Johnson. Johnson looking to drive in. And they're going to call traveling on Johnson. Tries to take it to the middle. 43-33. 4:07 to go here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Magnus with the basketball. Across the timeline, gives it up the corner, back to Magnus. Thought about the long three. And Bigfork says, okay, we'll let you have that. Magnus gives it up to Jessup. Dickamore driving in. And Bigfork getting a call for the blocking foul. I believe that's going to be on, Wyatt Johnson. That's his second 15 foul at the line. Shooting 2, Cole Dickamore. Shot up, no good, off the back of the rim. He'll get one more. Well, Bigfork has certainly turned this into a ball game. And Dickamore, second free throw on the way. This one he makes. Jensen quickly into Asher Konopik. Vikings with only one timeout left the rest of the way. Hamilton with 2. Back to Wade. Wade looking, going left side. Wyatt Johnson underneath. Knocked away by corner. Dickamore picks it up. Was meant for Thornus. 3-point shot on the way. Villigan. Saved by Johnson. But Hamilton comes up with it. Underneath. Magnus will kick it out to Jessup. Underneath corner. Quickly out. Dickamore. Long three. In and out. Grabbed there by Jessup on the long rebound. Jessup. Spin move. Wyatt Johnson right there. That's what he does. He's really good at picking up the charging count. That's the third personal. On the spin move by Jessup. 15 foul. No free throws on that. 44-33, under 3 to go. Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. Colin Wade. Johnson underneath. Jensen out to Wade. 3-point shot by Wade. In and out, no good. Rebounded by corner. But a good-looking shot there by Jensen. Magnus looking to drive. Off the glass. Magnus scores using the backboard. Into Wade. Wade across the timeline for Bigfork. Gets it into Jensen. Eli Thornus looking to drive. Out to Wade. Thornus. Left side. Konopik. 3-point shot. Right side is good by Asher Konopik. 46-36. 2:14 to go here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Magnus with the basketball. He'll give it up. Tries to drive in. Kicks it over to Dickamore. Dickamore pulls it up. Corner. Kicks it out. Magnus with the basketball. Looking to drive. Spin move. Cutting him off. Baseline. He feeds it into Jessup. Nice feed. Jessup lays it up and in. 1:50 to go. Wade. Konopik. Konopik 3 on the way. Off the rim. No good. Battling for the rebound. Villigan comes up with it. Backdoor. Jessup. On the pass from Dickamore. Konopik with the basketball. 1:30 to go. Konopik out to Thornus. Thornus to Konopik. Thought about the long three. Jensen looking. Back out. Knappich looking to drive, pulls up, jumper, he gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That's the fourth personal on 21, Tristan Corner. So Asher Knappich at the line to shoot 2 for the Vikings. Here, 1:17 to go. They're down by 14, 40-36 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Asher Knappich at the line for the Vikes. Shot up is good. He'll get one more. Austin Savick, Dylan Pravecchio will come in for the Vikings for Jensen and Johnson. For defensive purposes, I believe, for the Vikes. Knappich will get one more. Shot up, in and out, no good. Austin Savick battling there. Corner comes up with it for Hamilton. They'll give it up to Magnus. Magnus across the timeline. They'll be patient here. They're up by 13. Magnus in the corner. Back out to Magnus from Jessup. He'll run it. Top of the key, Magnus. Spin move, lays it up and good by Magnus on a nice move by the sophomore. Wade will give it over to Knappich. Knappich back to Wade. Wade, the lefty, looking to drive in. Wade up underneath, feeds Dylan Pravecchio, gets blocked. Quickly up, Magnus will go back and dunks it for Hamilton on a nice feed by Dickamore. Wade back to Knappich. Three-point shot by Knappich is good. Gets knocked down, no whistle. But Knappich drains a three from the left side. And Knappich will foul 14. Magnus. And Magnus go to the line. That's the fourth personal on Asher Knappich. 15 foul. And Caden Magnus at the line to shoot 2 for Hamilton with 15.8 to go. Off the front of the rim, no good. Checking back in is Jack Lucky, and checking in for the first time is Tamrit Savick for the Vikings, replacing Colin Wade and Asher Knappich. 15.8 to go, 54-40 here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. And Magnus will get one more. This time he drains it into Pravecchio. Back to Thornus. Thornus looking. Pravecchio in the corner. Jack Lucky. Lucky. Someone's got to shoot over the corner. Knocked away by Hamilton. 5.6 to go. Shot clock is off. And Thornus here on the near side will inbound for the Vikes. Gets it in. Austin Savick pull up. Long three at the buzzer. It will count. They'll count the three as it hits the rim and rolls in. So your final here, 55-43 in this ball game. But I'll say this. After getting down by 22 in the first, your Vikings surely battled back in this ball game. So 55-43 is your final on your JD Detailing scoreboard. I'll be back with your post game and wrap things up here from Hamilton. Well, welcome back to Hamilton. We'll wrap up the boys so we can get ready for the girls. But post game brought to you by JD Detailing, 406-261-1460. Josh Digley in business for 3.5 years. Voted second in the best of Flathead, and took it at your full game stats here. First of all, 12 for Dickamore, and he didn't hit any threes in the second half. 8 for Jessup, 19 for Magnus leading the way, 9 for Corner and Jetty with 7 overall. They have 55. For the Vikes, they really battled back. If you were here after that first quarter, you would say it's over, but no, they battled back strong. Wyatt Johnson put up 13, 7 by Thornus. Jack Jensen with 4, 2 by Austin Savick, 5 by Colin Wade, 12 by Asher Kanopik. So they really battled back. 2 in the first, 14, 11, then 16. So that's your post game here. As I'll wrap things up, as the Vikings will be on the road to Stevensville on Thursday. I will not be able to cover that game. I'll have to be home to watch the Valkyries take on Stevensville. Here. Hang on one second. I'm going to wrap things up. Your final here from Hamilton, Montana. It was Hamilton 55-43 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. I'll be back on the flip side with your girls game in just a moment.